I think those are the governors that are here. So in the interest of time, Your Excellency, now before the experts went to your side, Your Excellency, to help you to work in your government, we are two deputy party leaders. We had Governor Joho and Governor Paranya. We want to close with those two. Governor Joho, please come so that you can say one word. If they remain in ODM, if they remain outside government, wangesimama president, lakini zaidi najua Makende Amekunjana. Sasa they can remain.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, huyu Junet ni mchokozi kidogo, anifanye nishike nijue bado iko ama ilienda. Lakini I want to assure you iko, and it is being strategic. It's strategically placed somewhere. When it's needed to put to use, it shall be put to use. Your Excellency, let me maybe say two things. Number one, Honorable Mumbi Ngaru said it here, that she confirms that I was a founding member. For a moment, when Junet was listing down founding members, I even rethought of there may be a new description of founding, because my understanding is to have been there when it was being conceptualized and planned and actualized. So wakati tulikuwa number one Imperial Hotel before the rally, where Najib Balala made the announcement and then followed up by a meeting at Imperial Hotel that evening that led to go to Machakos. I thought I was there. I thought I was there. And by definition, I would qualify to be a founding member. I would understand at that point it was difficult to notice me because I was a nobody. Some young guy from Kisauni who Baba believed in was there in some meeting somewhere, napitwa tu hapo. But even today you want to say you cannot notice me when I am the minister in the government of the day today. And then also you will remember that in 2008, Chairman, the biggest surprise in that election that you talked about was none other than Hassan Ali Joho. I was in my late 20s, and for the first time, I had gone to parliament, and I was elected as the National Organizing Secretary of ODM in 2008. Mulikuwa wapi? Wengine mulikuwa wapi? So sometimes when you see us agitating with certain issues, it's because we believe in this party. We've sacrificed so much for this party, and we've suffered so much for the party known as ODM. Finally, Your Excellency, I just want to remind all of us, na ukumbushe, unajua Waswahili wasema wewe kumbusha mtu abebe, akitaka yakubali ama yakatae. Our late founding father, the Honorable Raila Odinga, did not only work with President William RUTO. Number one, he started working with President Moi. He worked with President Kibaki. He worked with President Uhuru Kenyatta. And he worked with President William RUTO. Kumbukeni hiyo.
CS Paranya, pia dakika moja tufunge.
Yeah, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen, and ODM hamjambo. I will be very short because I couldn't believe that we will be here today without Raila Odinga, especially when he was planning for this particular occasion, when he was alive 1 month ago. But there it is. Your Excellency, when Mbadu was here, he forgot to say, you know history. He forgot to say how he became chairman of ODM. How I took him, I hit him in my car to take him to Naivasha. And Raila was asking, why did you come with this guy? And he knew why I had traveled with him to Naivasha. But that's history for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the party, what I will pray, Raila, those people who knew Raila, who are close to Raila, Raila never liked violence. People thought Raila was a violent person, but he didn't like it. It's only people who were around him who were violent. Raila didn't like controversies. And that's why when there was controversies in the party, he would make sure that those controversies are no more. They are sorted out as quick as possible. I want us to remain together so that we remain as a big party. Asante sana.
Asante sana, Waziri. Your Excellency, I want to call upon the Governor of Mombasa to call now Honorable Musalia. Before that, for 1 minute, Your Excellency, I want to explain something. Your Excellency, there is this thing that you have done together with Baba, which is the 10-point agenda that we signed at KICC. And a committee was formed to implement that process, led by Honorable Agnes Zani. I want to report here that Agnes Zani and her committee has reported, and they have reported progress. I met them together with the party leader, Dr. Odinga. There were issues of compensation to our youths who lost their lives or who were injured in the elections from 2017 election to 2022 elections and beyond. And a committee was formed to compensate our youths who lost their lives, but the courts stopped that committee from doing that work. We want to request the judiciary to dispense off with that case urgently, so that those families and those youths of ours who lost their elections in the 2017 election and 2022 to get their money so that they can help themselves. We cannot compensate life, but at least some reparation to the families and the people who are injured in those processes, Your Excellency. Secondly, Your Excellency, the other agenda that you had signed with His Excellency, my former leader, my departed leader, was about devolution. And in the last budget that we passed in Parliament, Baba gave us instructions that we should negotiate with your side so that they can increase the devolution fund to 450 billion shillings. And at that time, it was at 385. We have increased it last budget to 415 from 385 by 30 billion shillings. Now, this financial year, when the budget comes, we want to take it, if possible, to where the wishes of Baba was, which is 450 billion shillings. And that is part of the implementation of the 10-point agenda. The other issue was about constitution and rule of law. Since that thing was signed, I have not seen anything that has happened contrary to the constitution. I have not seen any abduction that happened. So that is why we want to adhere to that, so that we implement constitutionalism. And when the committee reported to my party leader, 50% of what was agreed in that 10-point agenda was implemented. We are remaining with 50%. And if you implement the remaining 50%, then we will have completed everything that we agreed with the Baba, and we will be happy, and our party will be very happy. Lastly, Your Excellency, it is for a fact. It is for a fact. It is not any insinuation that Baba left us in the broad-based government. And we will be there, and we will make sure that the broad-based government works for the people of Kenya. We will hold it accountable as a government in parliament, and we will make sure that it delivers to the Kenyan people. And if this government performs and does its work, as Hassan Joho has said, governments in this country are formed through coalitions. If we form a coalition together, if we form a coalition together based on the 10-point agenda that if it's implemented, and then the government of the broad-based delivers for Kenyans, ODM was not formed as an NGO. ODM was formed to gain political power. It's not an NGO. It is a political party that was formed by Baba Raila Odinga so that we can get political power. And political power can be gotten in many ways other than extrajudicial means. Any other way, you can come through the window, through the door, through the roof, through anywhere. We want to be in power. We don't want to be in the street anymore, Mr. Speaker. No, Mr. President. Mr. President. With those few remarks, I want to acknowledge my committee that was planning this 20th anniversary. You can stand up so that you are seen, because you have done a wonderful job. You are men and women of high standard. Nimewashukuru sana for the support and for what you've done for the party. Mpige makofi committee hii ambayo wametengeneza sherehe. Kwa hayo machache na mengi, wacha nialike gavana wa ugatuzi wa jimbo la Mombasa, Abdul Samad Sharif Nasir, who is our deputy party leader. ODM! ODM! Karibu gavana.
Mimi niliona Junet atajigamba yeye ni founder, kumbe yeye pia ni kama mimi tu. Hatuna tofauti. Your Excellency, kabla sijaongea mambo mengine, unajua sisi tunaamini watu ikiwa wanakula pia wakikuombea Mungu si vibaya. Umeniambia pale ya kwa wewe ulikuwa mwenyekiti katika bunge kama mimi, kisha ukawa deputy party leader kama mimi. Sasa ile ubaki ni wewe ni rais, sijui huko pengine huko mbele kutakuaje, sio? Lakini kwanza nitoe tashwishi yoyote. Hata hii dina ilipokuwa inapangwa, hatukuipanga kwa fikra zetu peke yake. Tukipanga dina hii na uwalishi, tena ulikuwa umealikwa katika sherehe ya leo tulipokuwa pale Mama Ngina. The invite was signed by the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, drafted after Central Committee ambao tunakaa chini. Hawa waungwana walioko hapa tunakaa katika hiyo kamati. Tukakubaliana na Ongwena kaambiwa weka hiyo barua. It is only after Baba left us tukasema ile sherehe ya Mama Ngina isiwe ni ya founders, iwe ni ya ODM members. Lakini kwa vile wewe mwenyewe ulikuwa umetualika hii dinner in honor of ODM and your colleagues, tulisema tuendelee nayo mpangilio huu. And I want to congratulate you and the other founding members. It is tumesikia founder chair vile alivyozungumza pahali ameitoa hii chama. Sisi kwanza kama wana ODM ni kuwapatia kongole na kuwashukuru kukifikisha chama mpaka hapa kilipofika. Kisha sasa mimi ni kuweza kuelezea na kuweka kiunaga ubaga nia na madhumuni tulionao sisi. Na nimesikia wengine wakisema ya kwa tunazunguka Kenya, bado kuna kaunti nyingine sijafika. Mimi nitafika, Simbarati ataenda kwengine, Gladys atafika kwengine, na mwingine na kwengine. Nia na madhumuni ni kuwa tutakifanya hiki chama cha ODM kiwe na nguvu zaidi na zaidi na zaidi, kama vile tulivyoweza kuachiwa mamlaka hayo na baba. Kwa hikma yake yeye mwenyewe